Welcome to WMSC's Listen, Look, and Learn, produced by the television production class in the Millersville State College AV Center, located in Myers Hall in the center of the college campus in downtown Millersville. This program is produced and presented in cooperation with the Speech Drama Department. Now here's your host, Miss Miriam Gomez.
Hello, and welcome to Listen, Look, and Learn. Today we'll be discussing the camera, its structure and operation. Before we learn about the camera operations and techniques, however, we should learn a little more about the camera itself. There are three basic parts to the camera setup. The first is the camera head, which includes the camera tube and the electronics, the cameraman's viewfinder, and the lens. The second part is the camera mount, which consists of a panning handle, the cradle head, which balances the camera on a rocker mechanism. The final part of the camera setup is the camera mounting base, which consists of, in this case, a tripod fastened to a dolly base with three casters, which facilitate quick and easy movement in all directions, or can be locked for straight line movement. Basically, how the camera works is the image is focused by the lens via prisms onto three pickup tubes with red, green, and blue filters in front of them. The electronics then combine the three images into suitable form for the monitors and viewfinder. Now that we know about the camera, we can discuss basic movements of the camera and picture composition as they relate to television production. We'll start out with some basic movements of the camera itself. First of all, there is the pan, which is a horizontal movement of the camera on its cradle head. You can pan right, and you can pan left. Then there is a tilt, which is a vertical movement of the camera on its cradle head. You can tilt up, and you can tilt down. There are also movements of the entire camera setup. The first is the truck, which is a lateral movement of the camera without any adjustment of the camera mounting head. You can truck left, and you can truck right. The dolly is another actual movement in and out in the direction that the camera is pointing. You can dolly in, and you can dolly out. Like the dolly is the zoom, which isn't a movement of a camera, but a manipulation of the focal length of the lens. Visually, it's quite different. You can zoom in, and you can zoom out. One last valuable camera movement is the arc, which is a combination truck and pan. As the camera arcs to one side of the subject, the camera head is rotated so that it always points at the subject. The picture maintains the same subject but changes the shooting angle as the camera movement is executed. Another important piece of television production is picture composition. Picture composition includes field of view, framing, and balance. Field of view designates the size of shot desired. At the very basic levels, there are the medium shot, abbreviated MS, the chest shot, abbreviated CS, the close-up, abbreviated CU, and the extreme close-up, abbreviated XCU, which is a little too extreme for this context. That's better. It must be remembered that these shot designations are relative and may vary somewhat, with the medium shot and close-up being most common in standard television production. When framing a shot, it's important for the cameraman to consistently maintain an adequate amount of headroom. Although it's largely a matter of subjective judgment, it's important to always be aware of headroom on every shot. Too much headroom is as bad as too little. For beginning cameramen, the best way to achieve pleasing picture composition is by striving for symmetrical balance. Symmetrical balance consists of placing the most important part of the picture in the center. It must be remembered, though, that pictures rarely remain static, and constant process of adjustment in matters of balance are necessary. Well, that's it for now. And remember one thing in relation to television production. Television is essentially a close-up medium. This has been Miriam Gomez for Listen, Look, and Learn. Thank you, and good luck.